The reinforced triple straight stitch is stitch number 8. That's the center needle position one. You have 7 and 9. Those are left and right needle positions. And notice that the stitch looks a little heavier. The picture shows the stitches beside each other, but they're actually on top of each other. We're going to take a piece of denim fabric and I'm going to fold it on the diagonal because I want to show you that this can actually be, it's going to reinforce, but it's also going to have give when we're done. So when I slide this under my foot, I'm going to just go ahead and stitch. It's going to stitch 2 stitches forward and 1 back. As it does that, it puts the stitch in the exact same hole each time, and it really makes a very heavy looking stitch. It's very professional, and yet if you've ever had to sew something 3 times to kind of give you that reinforcement, why not sew it once and have a really pretty stitch? All those stitches in the same hole. Now some people say that this looks like I've sewn it with thicker thread. Yes, because there's 3 stitches on top of each one of the stitches. So if you ever want a thicker thread but can't find the right color, or you want to be really fun and daring and do a variegated thread, which actually is kind of fun, it's very cool. The stitch is really all what you see here. It's beautiful and it reinforces. So here's what I want to show you. See how it's done and it holds? So when you are stitching, like let's say you have on the pair of pants, through that crotch seam, that is cut on the bias. So if you do this stitch to hold it, it's going to really have the give that you need as well as the reinforcement so you don't bust through that seam. Now you also have a zigzag version of this. Stitch number 22 is pretty much that exact same stitch in the zigzag formation. So you can make it wider or longer depending on what you're looking for. This almost looks like rickrack. It has a really neat look to it. So try it out and see what this looks like. When you sew out all your decorative stitches, you're going to notice that some of these utility stitches really have some pop to them. So sew those out. I always recommend that, and that way you can see which stitches might be utility as well as decorative.